Disney has released their newest remake to their collection with Lilo and Stitch, and you've probably already seen it, or at least seen content about it. You might even be surprised about what I have to say about the remake. So grab a drink, get a snack, because this review is different from the rest. Lilo and Stitch has been loved by us all growing up, especially with my generation, with the beginning of Generation Z. So it's completely logical that we all have such a deeper connection with the film. And also hearing the track record of Disney's remakes would for sure perk up ears. But there's actually a reason why they keep doing it. That's a whole nother topic though. Today's topic is about their newest remake, Lilo and Stitch. Now, I don't want this to be a film plot analysis video, so I'll keep the summary very brief and just get to my thoughts after. The film is about Lilo, an outcasted, lonely little girl who struggles with the loss of her parents. The pressure of raising her is placed on her sister, Nani, who's fighting to make ends meet so she doesn't lose custody of Lilo. And everything changes when Lilo adopts Stitch, a chaotic little alien experiment disguised as a dog. And he's crash landed on Earth while fleeing the galactic authorities. And while Stitch at first sees Lilo as a shield from his pursuers, which are Jumba and Pleakley, he eventually learns the meaning of Ohana. Unfortunately, the chaos he caused made the custody battle with Nani a lot harder, all while Jumba and Pleakley closed in on capturing Stitch. After Jumba decides to go rogue, he captures Stitch by guilt-tripping him and tries to make him more deadlier to overthrow the alien government. But before that could happen, the family worked together to save each other from being separated forever. Now, I spoke on my thoughts about Lilo and Stitch on my last episode of my talk show. You can watch the full thing live just by subscribing here or on Twitch at Carpatte Studios. Right now, I really wanted to talk about the cut of Captain Gantu. And to be honest, I wouldn't even necessarily say it was a bad cut. So when the film happened, it was super slow. It was very, very hard to stay connected to everything, mainly because we've seen Lilo and Stitch plenty of times. So we can all just predict exactly what's going to happen. So it was kind of boring in a sense, just like already knowing what's going to happen with Lilo, how she's going to find Stitch. So I think it was a really good cut of the character itself entirely, because it adds unpredictability and something that you can actually look forward to seeing. Like, you can't actually tell what the end is going to be. What ended up happening was they cut Captain Gantu and they made the villain to be Jumba. Okay, I want to speak on this point further because it also matters on why you want to see the remake. For me, I didn't watch the original animated film because I wanted to judge the film as a film and not as the predecessor to the original. Because, to be honest, you can never best the original. So it won't matter how good the remake is, you cannot beat nostalgia. The only movie I can think of where the remake beats the original is the Planet of the Apes quadrilogy. And I say this to say, if you went to see the Lilo and Stitch remake to watch a shot-for-shot copy just in real life, you'll be very disappointed. And to be honest, even if it was a shot-for-shot copy, I would still be disappointed because you can't convey the expressions the animated versions can. So I would be more invested in watching something that is entirely new rather than watching something that I know. But hey, that's just me. It seems the directors had different reasons for cutting Captain Gantu. So you can see here that they decided to cut the film because they said that they've explored it a little bit, but ultimately we had to make the decision. And that was by Camp, one of the directors of the film itself. That's kind of what they had said. And also that Gantu was one of those things that just didn't work so well in live action. First, what I would have thought would be that it wouldn't work because it'll look freaky. It'll look just too scary for a kid to want to go see. But then when you watch the film, they have all these different aliens on the spaceship. They have all these different alien forms already a part of the movie. And these giant, massive, like Jumba, he's also interacting with Lilo and Stitch and inside of the real world. So the fact that it just didn't look right on the live action, I would agree. I mean, I would agree, but since they added Jumba, I feel like they could also add the Captain Gantu. But either way, I do think it was a good cut regardless. But once they had that switch of Jumba becoming the villain, and once we noticed that and had that change when they became on the planet, that is when I had made the switch of like, oh, okay, now I'm invested again. You start getting connected to Stitch and Lilo. You start feeling the weight of that dynamic. So that was really, really nice to see. If they could have made some type of spinoff, it would have done really well. But in the terms of a remake, I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was bad. There's definitely been plenty of worser remakes that's happened. And also in terms of CGI and visual effects, and the quality of the visual effects were pretty decent. You do kind of get this essence of, I can rock with this without feeling like this is all fake. Overall, to cap out the video, I wouldn't say this is a film you would want to see in the cinemas, but definitely worth the watch on Disney+. Anyway, that's all I have got to say about the remake. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, because 92.4% of you guys are not. Thank you guys for watching this long, and I'll see you guys in the next one.